for the next few hours from now.
Thank you very much, Megha Sharma, for joining us on that. We now move on over to Europe, where a deadly Russian ballistic missile strike has hit Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's hometown of Kryvyi Rih, claiming the lives of 19 people, including 9 children. Ukrainian authorities confirmed the devastating toll as rescue and recovery efforts continue. The head of Kryvyi Rih military administration has provided an update on the situation and the ongoing response. Let's listen to what he had to say.
Триває аварійно-рятувальна операція. На зараз, на жаль, 16 загиблих, 6 з них діти. Ракета взорвалась у повітрі, це такі спеціальні ракети з воздушним підривом, щоб більше постраждало людей. Клята русня запустила її з центру масиву, поруч дитячий майданчик. Діти загинули на або біля дитячого майданчика.
We are joined by Jim Rice, Professor of International Law, located in Vigan, the Philippines, to discuss this further. Thank you very much for joining us, Professor. We've seen a step up of Russian attacks, especially on Ukraine in the past few days. This is a significantly high death toll for a single day of attacks. 18 people killed in one day in one barrage of strikes. What can you tell me about this kind of upscale of Russian bombardment on these civilian-occupied towns in Ukraine?
Thanks for having me on. As for why has Russia stepped up its attacks, at ballistic missile attacks on Ukraine, I suppose the answer is because they can. They have been meant to be engaged in peace talks initiated by the Trump administration, but this latest attack on Ukraine is just another in a long line of examples to show that Russia is not arguing in good faith, and that they have started this bloody war more than 3 years ago, and they have no intention whatsoever to negotiate a real or just peace with Ukraine or any other nation.
Jim, Russia has said that they were aiming for this military gathering when they made this strike. Ukraine's military has responded by saying that Russia was spreading false information to cover up this crime. Ukraine has very much focused on the civilian to this attack. This constant accusing each other of lying on each side. How does this feed in negotiations, and what does it show about the ongoing pressure in Ukraine?
Well, the war of disinformation is just really another front in this wider conflict. But I would say this, that when it comes to Russia's word and the word of Ukraine, I think that the aggressor must be treated as the liar in this case. I find that there's no evidence to suggest that the Russian claims are accurate at all. And I think that the credibility of the Ukrainians is far greater than that of Vladimir Putin's regime.
Jim, what can you say about the current state of the war? Do you believe that we're any closer within negotiations to getting a peace deal, or does this fighting simply not prove that it's coming to an end anytime soon?
Well, that's a really great question, and thanks for asking that. I just recently published an article about that very topic, and with the inauguration of the Trump administration in January of this year, Trump's immediate reaction has been to discredit Ukraine, President Zelensky, and to try to pressurize Ukraine into this false peace that Putin is interested in negotiating. So my solution for this, my argument for this step up and the Europeans asset held in Europe. Source the money, the Ukrainians' effort to repeat to.
Jim Rice, thank you very much. Now to